Hi, welcome to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and today I am revealing a new Alpha Trion Protocol retro stratagem. Today we are talking about Wheeljack. I have written up an article. I'm posting that on the Arbitrary Hero Facebook group and Reddit, so the link's below if you'd rather read than watch the video. I want to make sure that whatever format you'd like to consume your content in, it's available to you. But here we have Wave 1 Wheeljack. If you're new to the TCG for whatever reason and you decided this is the video you want to click on, Wheeljack is an ass kicker in the trading card game. He is not the dorky weapons inventor that blows up his own inventions in his face. Instead, what he does is if you have a weapon in your scrap pile in bot mode, he gets bold 3. So 5 bold 3 is a very respectable attack. At 9 stars, 13 health. In alt mode, he's got 2 defense. In bot mode, he's got 1 defense. His stats at 9 stars are pretty respectable. So you might be asking yourself, why are we targeting Wheeljack for one of our initial retro stratagems? The biggest reason is going to be, of course, the effect that Wave 5 has had on the metagame. Titan Masters have power crept out a lot of the older character cards, Wheeljack being one of them. Instead of playing Wheeljack outside of cars, now people will play Fangry along with Parsec at only 7 stars as a way to get a 4 bold 3 attacker. Inside of cars, of course, Wheeljack's issue, he's been like the core of a lot of cars decks. If we go to what some of the other cars decks have been that have been successful, we'll see Wheeljack here. We'll see Wheeljack, Prowl, Bumblebee. That's the traditional one. Wheeljack combined with Cliffjumper and Fire Drive. The most surprising cars deck, not surprising, but one of the most infamous cars decks is, of course, Kevin Allen's that won Gen Con 2019, specifically because he didn't run Wheeljack in his list, which I think took the tournament scene by surprise. But Wheeljack is great in the cars list. His drawback in a cars list is, of course, that he's going to be battling. He wants to attack in bot mode, which means often he will be defending in bot mode. So 1 defense isn't a ton. And in addition to that, to get his alt mode ability, you really need to rely on Start Your Engines. Most of the time when he's paired up with Wave 2 Bumblebee, people are wanting to flip B back and forth, so they're not getting a ton of value out of his alt mode side. To remedy those 2 issues that he has and give him kind of the power boost that he needs, we thought, what if after Wheeljack attacks, he is able to defend in car mode. So he attacks in bot mode and then he defends in alt mode. And that's where we came up with the alpha version of his stratagem. Here you can see this version 0 stars. Don't worry, that has been corrected. When he attacks and he has a utility on him, we want to make sure there was a cost associated with it. So you did have to make sure you were able to play a utility before he attacked. Then you get to flip him into his other mode after combat ends. We play tested this. We had a big play testing event with players who volunteered from the Vector Sigma tournament group. And we got some great feedback. And one of the big pieces of feedback was that people would rather than getting a straight buff on a stratagem, they want there to be some star cost associated with it. So we refined the stratagem. We gave it some additional power to compensate for that star cost. And we have It Works. And I could go into how long it took us to come up with the title of this stratagem. It took a while. We were digging through old G1 episodes to find something quotable. The biggest quote, of course, is when Wheeljack's rocket launcher blows up in his face, but we felt that was a better title for a future upgrade of some sort. But It Works, you'll notice, is different from previous official stratagems. This stratagem has 2 sides rather than a full art side. You'll start out on the left side and you pay a star cost. So Wheeljack is no longer going to be a 9-star character. Now he's going to cost your deck 10 stars. So this also encourages diversity in the deck list that you'll play him in. You won't be able to play him traditionally with, Wave 2 Bumblebee and Prowl. You'll have to figure something else out, which we've had good responses from the players who have been playtesting that version. But when Wheeljack Weapons Inventor attacks while upgraded with the utility, you get to flip him to another mode after this battle, just like the alpha version. However, what we have added on this side is that because we want to encourage people to play with cars and play with Autobots, if you begin the game with only Autobots, then you can tap this stratagem you can draw 2 cards, scrap 2 cards, and then play an armor or utility. Afterwards, you flip it to its other side, which obviously eliminates that second part of the ability, but keeps his utility play. So we figured if he's costing you a star now, we need to give players a way to more easily get a utility on the field without costing them their weapon play. Especially in cards lists with Wheeljack, you're often trying to, put a weapon on him and swing him in for, 10, 12, 14 attack to try and kill something that turn. So making you play a utility to get him to flip to his other side and help siphon your hand for a star we thought was not enough, and that's what we found through our playtesting. We did find that we didn't want to help you siphon your hand every turn, so we wanted to make sure that whatever additional ability we gave you for a star, it was just once per game. And we thought this was a very nice balance we found. Now, you'll notice that this reads a lot like the Decepticon card Swindled, and that's on purpose. We thought about how Autobots love confidence, and in the current meta, we wanted to give Autobot players more encouragement to play Autobots. So we thought, okay, if Wheeljack's coming back out, his stats are already... They're pretty decent at 9 stars. We didn't feel the need to bump up his health or anything in addition to what he already has, especially like his attack's great. If he's blocking in car mode, now he's going to have 2 defense instead of 1 defense. That's a big help. And now we're encouraging people to play Autobots again with Wheeljack and the Stratagem. You can just play the Stratagem by itself with Decepticons if you wanted to, and just have that top ability. But if you do play all Autobots, now you have a pseudo-Swindled in your deck list. And obviously this doesn't cost you, your action or your upgrade or your flip effect for the turn. This is in addition to all that once per game. So that's It Works. Like I said, It Works was like Henry Yandel and Scott and the other Alpha Trion Protocol members and we were going back and forth on that title. We thought Eureka was too generic. We came up with a couple of his quotes, but those all were pretty long and they referenced, specific inventions that we thought would be better used as upgrade cards. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet. That is Wheeljack Weapons Inventor, and that is my Alpha Trion spoiler for the day. So to finish things up, I need to announce a winner for my giveaway. I have a Studio Series Cliffjumper that I reviewed last week that doesn't have a spot on my shelf, so I'm going to switch things over to Excel and announce that winner. All right, time to announce the winner of Studio Series Cliffjumper. So here I have all the comments from the video, right over here, all of them. And then over here, we've got our 10 entries: Super Mr. KH, Cute Paradox, Gen 1 Red Alert, Meme Supreme 976, Slasher 1113, Edwin J, Transformers Collections in Stop Motion, Matifer, Retro P5, and Jim Hayes. And we're going to find our winner. So ran between 1 through 10. And our winner is number 6, that is Edwin J. Edwin J, you won Cliffjumper. Thanks everyone for participating. Check next Saturday. So that is, what the hell day is today? Today is the 13th. On the 19th, I have another review that resulted in a giveaway because I found a toy that I did not have a place for in my collection. So I hope you guys are enjoying all the retro stratagems that the Alpha Trion Protocol group put together. I hope you guys are able to participate in the Vector Sigma tournaments, the Eye of the Matrix tournaments, the Octagon tournaments, Freedom Cup, all that stuff. Hopefully you're trying out the Transformers TCG now that you can get the cards pretty inexpensively. And thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you all later. See you, everyone. Oh, I guess the top bar, right, Extra Life. The whole reason I'm doing all the giveaways and stuff is to promote my Extra Life campaign. So there's a link in the description below. If you want to donate, you can win Transformers TCG and Transformer toy raffle prizes. There's a raffle, $10 an entry, or you can just donate and get other prizes if you don't want to participate in the raffle. All right, thanks everyone. Have a great day. See ya.